All right, let's get right into it. We're going to talk about one of the biggest, most common frustrations pretty much all of us face. That feeling that our self-control has just vanished, especially when it comes to our phones. So if you've ever felt like your discipline is just broken, this one's for you.
So tell me if this sounds familiar. You make a deal with yourself. Okay, tonight I'm going to go to bed early, or I'm going to get 1 solid hour of work done, no distractions. You mean it too. Your intentions are perfect.
But then, you pick up your phone to check just one quick thing. And the next time you look at the clock, 2 hours have evaporated. The work isn't done, you feel drained, and you're just sitting there thinking, what is wrong with me? Well, I'm here to tell you it's not you.
Here's the actual truth. Your phone is engineered to destroy your discipline. And that means we've been looking at this problem completely backwards. This isn't some kind of personal failure. We are up against a system that is meticulously designed to grab our attention and not let go.
And that brings us to our first section, the discipline delusion. We're going to completely take apart this idea that your willpower is the problem and show you what's really happening behind that screen.
This slide really flips the script on that negative self-talk. We think, I have no discipline. But the real problem is, our environment is set up to make us fail. We beat ourselves up saying, I have no willpower, when we're actually fighting a device that's been built, from the ground up, to be addictive.
And this quote right here, it just nails the scale of the problem. Think about it. It's you, one person with a limited supply of willpower, versus teams of the world's smartest engineers and psychologists who are paid billions of dollars to keep you hooked. It's not a fair fight. Willpower alone doesn't stand a chance.
And get this, studies, like one from the University of Chicago, have found that just having your phone in the same room, even if it's turned off, even if it's face down, can reduce your available brain power by up to 20%. Your brain is literally burning energy in the background just to not pick it up. You're making yourself less sharp just by having it near you. So how does it actually do that? What's going on in our brains? Well, that's what we're jumping into next in Your Brain on Your Phone, where we'll break down the specific psychological tricks at play.
Okay, first up is this concept called attention residue. You see, every time you do one of those quick checks, your brain doesn't just snap right back to what you were doing. A little piece of your focus gets left behind, stuck thinking about that notification, that email, that picture you just saw.
And the cost of that residue is it's insane. On average, it takes 23 minutes to get back into a state of deep focus after just one tiny interruption. Think about that for a second. A 5-second glance at your phone is stealing almost half an hour of your most productive time. And here's why you feel that constant nagging urge to check it. Your phone runs on what's called a variable reward schedule. It's the exact same principle as a slot machine in Vegas. You pull the lever or, refresh your feed, and you have no idea if you're going to get a reward or nothing at all. That unpredictability is what creates a compulsion, a neurological addiction, not just a bad habit. And the hits just keep on coming. The constant little hits of dopamine make real life feel dull and boring by comparison. The mental tax of constantly switching tasks leaves you feeling completely wiped out. The blue light messes with your sleep, which absolutely destroys your discipline for the next day. And of course, the infinite scroll is designed with zero natural stopping points, manipulating you into scrolling forever. Okay, so that's the problem. It's big, and it's built to be that way. But the solution, and this is the best part, is surprisingly simple. So let's talk about the overnight fix. This is the single most powerful thing you can do, and you can start tonight. This is it, the physical separation rule. This is not a suggestion, it's a rule. Your phone does not sleep in the same room you do, period. Charge it in the kitchen, the living room, the hallway, I don't care where, just not your bedroom. And yeah, you're going to have to go buy a cheap $10 alarm clock. This one change breaks the 2 most destructive habits we have, scrolling late into the night and grabbing the phone the second our eyes open. And trust me, I am not exaggerating when I say this. Making this one simple change can have a massive, noticeable impact on your focus, your mood, and your overall sense of control in as little as 2 days. It is the highest leverage move you can make. So, you fixed your nights, you fixed your mornings, that's huge. But how do you protect that focus for the rest of the day? That's what this next section, Winning the Day, is all about. We're going to build on that strong foundation. Meet the morning barrier protocol. You've already kicked the phone out of your room, so now we create a buffer zone. For the first hour, maybe even 90 minutes of your day, your phone is completely off limits. See, your brain is in a peak state for learning and focus right after you wake up. Don't waste that biological gift on checking emails and social media. Use that sacred window for what really matters. Win your day before the world has a chance to distract you. And here's some more awesome tools for your new environment. Try deleting the social media apps. Just having to use the clunky browser version is often enough to stop you. Switch your phone to grayscale. A black and white screen is just way less appealing to your brain. Go nuclear on your notifications. You decide when you need information, not the apps. Schedule your phone time like a meeting. Find something to replace the scrolling habit, and tell a friend what you're doing so they can help keep you accountable. Each one of these adds a little bit of friction, turning your phone from a tempting toy back into a boring tool. Okay, so we've covered the why and the how. Now it's time to actually put this into practice. Let's frame this as a really clear, simple challenge that you can start, well, right now.
Now it's really important to know what's coming. The first few days are going to feel weird. You might feel a little anxious. You might even feel those phantom vibrations where you think your phone went off, but it didn't. That's withdrawal. And honestly, it's a sign that it's working, but stick with it. Within a week, you'll feel a real shift. Your mind will get quieter. And by week 3, your brain's reward system actually starts to heal. You'll find that normal life is interesting again.
So remember this quote, that discomfort you feel, that's not a sign of weakness. It's the feeling of taking back control from a system that was specifically built to exploit your brain. You're not fighting a gadget, you're fighting a strategy. And now, you have a strategy of your own. Which really it all boils down to this question. For a long, long time, your phone has been deciding what you look at, what you think about, how you spend your precious minutes. Isn't it about time you started making those decisions for yourself again? So let's do this. Let's start the challenge right now. Tonight, move the phone out of the bedroom. Tonight, delete just one of those distracting apps. Tonight, switch your screen to grayscale. And tomorrow morning, you're going to honor that 90-minute barrier. Just do that for 7 days, and just pay attention to how you feel. Because here is the final thought, the most important takeaway from all of this. There is nothing wrong with you. Your discipline, your focus, your willpower, they are not broken. They were just hijacked. And the second you change your environment, the moment you remove the hijacker, you're going to find that they come roaring back, stronger than you ever imagined.